Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and today we've got another Temu haul. We have ordered some more pins, we've ordered some stickers, and we've ordered some multi-pins. In this video, you're going to see just the single pins, and then in another video, you're going to see what I call multi-pins, where there are bags full of them. And then in another video, you're going to see the stickers. So I've had to split the videos up because I have over 60 items in total and it would just take too long. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am the Midnight Raven and I love shopping on Temu to resell, and I also keep some of them for my own personal collection. So without any further ado, if you haven't shopped from Temu before, they have an app and a website. Not sponsored or affiliated with them. I do make all my own purchases. So the first pin we got today was this broken heart / bandage / stitched. Recently there was Valentine's and a lot of people will have sustained a broken heart. Me personally, I don't have a broken heart anymore. It is starting to heal. So this was quite a close pin to my heart, but my heart has actually started healing recently. If you're not new to the channel, you will know what's going on. Next, we have reminder. You owe yourself the love you give so easily to others. And it's like a little reminder pin, kind of like a manifestation, I guess, or a motivational pin to remember to love yourself and that you need to love yourself as well as other people. A bit of RuPaul there, if I'm really honest. Oh. Okay, so it goes in there. Okay, this one was really cool. This was a duo of snakes. One was black and one was white, and they were intertwined. Kind of reminded me of like the yin and yang symbol, but obviously this was like intertwining snakes, and I thought they were just really cool. It gave me the kind of thing of like opposites attract, like black and white. When it comes to a person, chalk and cheese and that kind of thing, the opposites attract. Another kind of, if you want to put it, I guess you could call it a Valentine's pin. Next one, we have I love 80s horror. I have been watching a lot of movies since I began recently dating, because Netflix and chill is one of the cheapest dates you can have. Just watching Netflix with some popcorn, watch a cheesy horror movie from the 80s or 90s, a nice B-rated slasher movie, can be really cool. So I've been watching a lot of films recently, and then I have been rating them on a website called Letterboxd, which was recommended to me, where I could review the films I was watching and like keep a tally of when I watched them, what I thought of them, and then if I ever rewatched them, I could change my review. Next, we have a little ghosty who is tucking into some decent pepperoni pizza there. Me personally, margarita fan, but beggars can't be choosers when it comes to pizzas. Okay, what else did we get? We got Give 'em Hell with two little roses. I thought that was quite a cool little pin. Give them hell. Now these pins were actually most of them were quite cheap. In all honesty, I think the most expensive pin I paid was like £1. And this one says unsolicited opinions from random people. And this is a pink bin. So unsolicited opinions from random people. Go in the bin. So I thought that was, or in the skip, I guess you could call it. It's like a massive bin. So I did get some really cool pins this time. I do have a Vinted. If you are in the UK, I'm actually reselling them on Vinted. So I will try and put my link down to my Vinted down below. This one says live fast and is a hot dog with some burger, some chips and a drink. Riding the hot dog? Why? I don't know. The only thing it made me think of was Sausage Party. If you haven't seen the movie, that's all it made me think of. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, Sausage Party. I don't know if it's from that movie. I don't think it is. I think it's just a play on it, but I thought it was fun. Next, we have a repeat. I did get this in a previous video, I believe, and that was All That and a Bag of Chips. Yeah, All That and a Bag of Chips. I did get one of these, I think in the previous video, but I wanted another one because they were selling really well and they were really cheap. Okay, next one we got was Medical Student Tears in a little, I suppose you could call it a milk carton, a juice carton. This just says Medical Student Tears. It's really hard being a medical student. I do not envy a medical student at all. The long hours and everything. It's hard to make it in the medical world, I tell you. Okay, next we have Driver Picks the Music, Shotgun Shuts His Cake Hole. Yeah, when the person that's sitting shotgun always thinks they can pick the music, and it's like, no, the driver picks the music. You learn to drive, you can pick the music. Until then, you are riding shotgun, my dear. You are listening to what I say. So I thought that was kind of a cool pin. At the minute, with the man I am dating, we kind of listen to each other's music. Like, we kind of alternate, but we kind of like the same thing anyway, which made life so much easier. Because I am a big rock and roll and heavy metal fan. He's kind of into heavy metal and rock and roll, but not as much as me. He's more into like modern day music, which it's fine. This one says, I love horror movies. Again, this is a really heavy pin. This one was properly well made. And as you didn't know, or if you didn't know, I love horror movies. We've watched quite a few horror movies recently. We watched Countdown and we watched The Circle. I also rewatched a couple of the Saw movies. I watched 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker. I've been watching a lot of movies recently. I've had some time on my hands. Next, we have Horror Admit 1. And this is a ticket to admit one to a horror, maybe to a horror movie, horror con, horror fest. And I thought that was quite cool. If you go on TEMU, you will have seen there are hundreds of types of pins, and I have only bought a fraction of what they have. Next, we have the girl from, I want to say, The Grudge. But this is the lady that comes through the TV after you watch the video that says you're going to die in 7 days. I think it's called The Grudge. I want to say Grudge. Someone will let me know down below if I've got it wrong. But I think she's called Samara, and she comes out of the telly, and it's probably the most freakiest act in a horror film, probably since The Girl in The Exorcist. It's just unsuspecting if you haven't watched it before. This one says Blink 182. I absolutely love Blink 182's music. It's one of my favourite bands from my day and age. I want to say the 90s, early 2000s. Blink 182 was my type of band. It's a shame they split, really. But it's like with all good bands, come to an end. Okay, next one we have Dill With It. And we have a dill pickle. And it just says Dill With It. Why? I don't know. But I love the pin. I think that's pretty cute. I do like tongue-in-cheek pins. Obviously, I do like pins that are like normal. But I also do like a bit of a different kind of pin. This one was self-explanatory. It just says Troublemaker. But there is a song that I like called Troublemaker. Not the one by Ollie Murs. It was actually by it was either Japanese or Korean or Chinese band. And it was called Troublemaker. And it was a really cool song. Okay, next we have I'm not like a regular mum, I'm a cool mum. Now, I'd like to think that having a YouTube channel selling on Vinted, I'm a cool mum. I would say I'm a cool mum. I'm actually going clubbing on Friday, so I think I'm a pretty cool mum. Trying to keep young at my age. I am 41 this year. Next, you are not immune to propaganda. Obviously, with the whole politics thing going on, propaganda is everywhere, left, right, middle. Even in the UK, propaganda doesn't really go away. It's just how it's put out there. No different to any situations going on. I've just got to move my legs slightly. Okay, next we had this duck. Now, I don't know what the duck was meant to be, but it had a top hat, had a little coat on. I wasn't too sure whether it was a grandma duck or a pageant duck or what it was meant to be, but I just thought the duck was cool. So I just went with it. Because why not? Few more pins. The next one we had was don't believe everything you think, which I think is quite a good view to have nowadays. Don't believe everything you think. And also don't believe everything you hear, which that wasn't one of the pins they had. The next pin is self-explanatory. It's a beautiful heart flowers, and it just has 2 words. It just says shut up, which some people need to learn. Just shut up. But I did love the pin, and I love the fact that it's got beautiful lilac roses with the word shut up. I thought that was cool. Next, we have everything sucks. And you know what? I would go with that right now. Everything kind of sucks in its own way, but not everything can suck forever, I've been told. So things do get better with time. With time. Okay, next we have a pin that says normal is an illusion. There is no such thing as being normal. When somebody says, oh, can't you just stop being stupid? Can't you just act normal? What is normal? Who is normal? Why would you even want to be normal? So this pin was right up my alley because I don't think myself to be normal at all. And I don't even know what normal is. Next, we have a repeat. This is Welcome to Silent Hill. I've had this 2 or 3 times now. Sold every time. Cannot wait for the 3rd movie to come out. If you haven't seen Silent Hill 1 and 2, the first one is the better one. The second one is a bit iffy, but you're going to want to watch that before Return to Silent Hill comes out. Next, we have another repeat. It says, I don't bring bad luck. Your life was already shit. This is the 3rd time I think I bought this now, and it sold really well. So you get to learn your audience and what sells and what doesn't sell. And then you can always lower your prices if need be. The fact I am buying these for literally nothing gives me a bit of leeway. Next, we got a bit of culture here, or pop culture, and we have a Dalek. Let me just bring him a bit closer because he is fully black. He is super cool. Now, they didn't just have Daleks. They did have some of the characters. They had, I think they're called Sarons. They didn't have any Cybermen. I wouldn't minded a Cyberman one or a TARDIS. Next, we have an apple a day. You die anyway. Can you remember when you were told an apple a day keeps the doctor away? This says an apple a day, you die anyway. And I thought that was absolutely just perfect because I was always told to eat an apple a day and it would keep the doctor at bay. And then you die anyway. So eat an entire thing of apples. Now, this one was a really nice pin. This pin is so heavy. It's a love yourself pride pin. but it is a multi-pride pin, and it is all the prides in one, or as many as they can fit on one pin. So you've got all the different pride flags on there. I know nothing, absolutely nothing about pride flags. I know you can get bisexual, asexual, trans, pansexual, trisexual, and all of this. And then you obviously get pre-trans and trans and all the rest. But I thought this was a really cool pin, and I am sure someone is going to snap that up because they were really cheap, if I'm really honest. I don't know if they didn't sell well or it's not the kind of thing that people want to have, but it is a really heavy pin. And then for this video, we've got one last pin. And then in the next video, you're going to see the... this one keeps falling apart. So this was a Employer of the Month runner-up thing, but it keeps falling apart. This is like the second time I have had to try and fix this now. Now it is getting on my nerves. The back keeps coming off of it. I think it was kind of like moved around in transit. But this goes on the back when it likes to fit. And then it's something you snap on your clothes. But it just has this at the bottom. And then it has Employee of the Month runner-up, which was quite cool. But it has this little thing and everything. But I can't get it to hold together. It came apart, and I've got to try and thread this back in. But that was everything I got. So if you want to like and subscribe and give us a big thumbs up and support the channel with a PayPal, Super Chat, or Super Thanks, or become a member. I do have my multi-pin videos coming up, and this is where I bought bags and bags of pins instead of just individual ones so I can bulk sell. And then in another video, you are going to see all the stickers I have bought, and there are a lot. But like and subscribe. Tell me down below, do you have any collections, pins, stickers, postcards, cars, bikes, you name it? Let me know about it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. The Midnight Raven loves you all. Bye, guys.